Imagine a student athlete takes a hit during practice. They say they're fine, and the coach lets them keep playing. Now imagine that same athlete collapse later with a serious injury that could have been prevented. That's exactly the type of situation we're looking at today. And it raises a major legal question. When does a coach's decision become negligence? Today, I'll be discussing the case Gilpin versus Jefferson County Public School and Jason Stinson, which directly connects to Duty 9, evaluating injury. This duty focuses on a coach's legal responsibility to properly assess injuries and take appropriate action to protect student athletes. In this case, a student athlete was injured during participation. The key issue was how that injury was handled by the coaching staff. The athlete showed signs of injury, but the response from the coach was called into question. Instead of immediately removing the athlete and ensuring proper medical evaluation, the situation was not handled with the level of care expected. As a result, the injury was either worsened or not properly assessed, which ultimately led to legal action against both the coach and also the school district. At its core, this case asks one thing: did the coach fail in their duty to protect the athlete? Plaintiff's side, the athlete argued that the coach failed to properly evaluate the injury and did not follow appropriate safety protocols. They believed warning signs were ignored or simply not taken seriously. And because of that, the athlete was allowed to continue participating, which increased the risk of harm. However, on the defendant side, the school and coach argued that they acted responsibly based on what they knew at the time of the injury. They may have believed the injury did not appear serious, or that the athlete did not clearly communicate the severity of the injury. Their position was simple: there was no intentional negligence. The court focused on one key standard: what would a responsible and prudent coach have done? In situations like this, coaches are expected to pause, evaluate the injury, remove the athlete if necessary, and seek proper medical attention. The court emphasized that failing to do these things can be considered negligence. The biggest takeaway from the ruling is this: student safety must always come before competition. This case has some real implications for how athletic programs should operate. First, Clear injury protocols. Every program needs structure, procedures for handling injuries. Second, coach education. Coaches must be trained to recognize symptoms and respond immediately. Third, when in doubt, sit them out. If there is any uncertainty, you remove that athlete. Fourth, documentation matters. Every injury, every response should be recorded. And finally, medical support whenever possible. Trained medical personnel should be involved in evaluations. Because at the end of the day, this is about protection, not participation. This case is a powerful reminder that coaching goes beyond wins and losses. It's about responsibility, it's about awareness, and most importantly, it's about protecting student athletes. So the real question becomes, are we prioritizing performance or are we prioritizing safety? Thank you.